My daughters and I have been through a lot since my ex-husband died last year. Between family drama, his cheating, and his hidden children, things got messy. But nothing prepared me for what happened at the weekend market last week. It was my youngest daughter's birthday. I gave her a small budget to explore the local weekend market, a place full of fresh produce, sweets, and little treasures from local farmers. She wandered off, excited, mostly buying chocolates and treats. But after an hour, I hadn't heard from her, and just as I was about to call, she called me, crying. 6 older women had cornered her, berating her for being unchristian, for refusing to spend time with her paternal grandparents, and for wanting to be a good big sister to her father's orphaned children from his affair. My daughters had discovered the truth about their father's cheating and these children, and they were still processing it with a therapist. I ran to my daughter, with my oldest in tow. I paid for the sweets my youngest had picked, got her to the car, and then turned to face the women. Some were members of my ex-in-law's church, whom I had known for years. They screamed that I was failing as a good Christian wife by refusing to obey my ex-in-laws. It was absurd, disgusting, and incredibly hurtful. Eventually, the market authorities had to escort us out, and I managed to get my girls safely into the car and drove away. Later that evening, I spoke to a well-meaning member of the church to explain what happened. That's when I learned the truth. My ex-mother-in-law had posted a long story online, accusing my daughters and me of being cruel, leaving her homeless, and even claiming we were responsible for the loss of her grandsons. Her story painted her as the victim and completely erased her son's cheating from the picture. She even claimed the other woman was a surrogate and that I didn't want the boys because they were male. Can you imagine being accused of that? I decided it was time to set the record straight. Since my divorce wasn't finalized when he died, I had all the evidence I needed. Photos, text messages, and emails showing my ex's affair, my ex-in-laws' knowledge and support of the cheating, and their harassment of my daughters. I had everything printed on high-quality paper, organized into binders designed to look like the small hymn booklets the church distributes. The first page, a clear photo of my ex and his affair partner in our living room, labeled with their names. I discreetly placed the binders in the back of the church for anyone to pick up. The reaction was instantaneous. The gossip exploded online. My ex-in-laws were shamed for harassing my daughters. The pastor had to intervene, and church members were outraged at the lies. Some still criticized me for the divorce, but they finally understood the full story. My daughters even received apology letters and an invitation from the church for support. As for my ex-in-laws, they were eventually shamed out of the church. Their posturing about being left alone and alienated didn't garner sympathy because the truth came out. Meanwhile, my daughters are safe, supported, and finally vindicated. And me, I know I did right by them, and nothing can take that away. Sometimes the truth has to be shown, even when people twist reality to their liking. But justice, honesty, and protecting those you love, that's always worth it.